Hey guys, before we get started today, I just wanted to let you know that the easiest way to support the channel is just by hitting the like button. And if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe as long as you enjoy the content. If you have any interest in buying merch, we do have an Azombombarill design that was made by Zaplatinsky on t-shirts, mugs, phone cases, all that kind of stuff. Link in the description. And we're also going to have just the Scrafty logo on merch this week. We'll be dropping new designs, hopefully this week and next week. So look out for the Scrafty design as well as the nice sack bro design, which is a highly requested one. So keep your eyes out. I will let you know when it comes out. So enjoy the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Ultra League Premier Cup, which is not out yet. It's coming out on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, whatever that is your time, I'm not sure. So we're going to take a look at some Pokemon that honestly... Ultra League Premier Cup is kind of broken. If you're not level 40, then you lose a large percentage of win ratios because of the Pokemon that you cannot build. So that's pretty much what we're talking about today. The featured Pokemon though, yeah, it's beating Galarian Stunfisk. No more bear traps, okay? Let's put out a vote and we'll all boycott bear traps. If you see a bear trap, you report them as a cheater and Niantic will ban them. Okay? Are we all clear on that? We're gonna ban them. Okay, yeah, really don't do that. And honestly, just to clarify, I don't care what Pokemon you run. I know I talk a lot of smack about a lot of different Pokemon, but at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun playing, that's what matters. If you want to use the bear trap, go ahead. It's not going to kill me, you know? I'll be mad if I go up against you and I lose, but, you know, I'll be really happy if I win. So it's honestly like a love-hate relationship I have with this thing. I love beating it, but I hate losing to it. You know what I mean? So anyway, the featured Pokemon was actually Scrafty. So it was the old bait and switch, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ran a few different teams with this. I finally got it built. This is my son. His name is Scrafty. And yeah, we're going to talk about how broken XL Pokemon are. So wait until you see my teams. Oh, by the way, I also dropped 220,000 dust on a Pokemon I'm not even sure is good. That will be tomorrow's video, so keep an eye out for that. Also an Ultra League video. So first up, we are going up against Davexa, who is one of my patrons. I did all these battles with my patrons in my Discord in the patrons only chat. So yes, shout out to all my patrons. They are all badass, and I appreciate them all for helping me out with this. So we pick up a negative lead. We're running a Alolan Milk and Scrafty in the back. This is basically just to bait out their best fighter, and then Venusaur can finish off. I was actually going to use Drift Blim on this team, but it was in a gym, so unfortunately it's Venusaur, so sorry about that. So we do bait out a Swampert, which is fine. This is okay. And this is going to be a Hydro Cannon, and it doesn't KO, so I'm actually hoping to get a shield with this next Dark Pulse if I don't undertap or overtap. And I was getting a lot of lag, I think because some of my patrons are from different countries, so the latency was not the greatest, but that's okay. It's also just the game, because some of the people I went up against don't live that far away, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, this is fine. We're going to come back in with the... Ooh, actually, we got a choice to make. What are we coming in with? We're coming in with the Venusaur. That is probably the smart play. And now we farm this thing all the way down. I think he had a Hydro Cannon, but was probably going for the Sludge Wave. And then I switch right away into my Scrafty, and he comes in with the Drift Blim. So this is not as good of a matchup as it seems. This is very similar to the Obstagoon versus Drift Blim matchup. This is better than the Obstagoon one, surprisingly, because Foul Play is just a better move than Night Slash. So Foul Play is going to do more. So I wanted to throw that Foul Play before he got to his next Icy Wind, because he beat me to the first one. This is fine. I am definitely going to be shielding up a couple of these Icy Winds as soon as he gets to him. So we're going to be throwing this Foul Play. This will be taking out the Drift Blim if he decides not to shield. And okay, just kidding. The Icy Wind was not doing me a favor there. Game Booster, stop doing that. My phone likes to do that sometimes. All right, so I'm going to shield this Icy Wind up, and now I'm going to switch into my Venusaur, and we actually both simultaneously switch. He comes in with his Abomasnow, and I can get shields with these Sludge Bombs if he decides to overform here. I will survive a Weather Ball, even though my IVs on my Venusaur aren't so great. So the dangerous thing about this is I don't want to get farmed down, so he's going to be forced to throw. So I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and this doesn't KO either, even though it's super effective. So Baboosh. And now it's actually a CMP tie. That is absolutely perfect. That could not have worked out any better. So we're going to go down, obviously, and now we come in with the Scrafty. I almost hit the power punch there, which would have been a mistake. Now I'm just going to shield this up and then foul play his Drifblim. So let's see if that's what happens. Okay, he actually defers the counter onto his Drifblim. It doesn't really matter. One more counter is going to take out the Abomasnow, and he's not going to get to another charge move. So, baboosh! Scrafty is kind of broken. A lot of XL Pokemon are broken, though. So let's, let's continue. Let's continue. So this next team I have is, I believe it's a team that I was running. Yeah, it's a team I was running last season. The one I got to Legend with. I just replaced Escavalier with Scrafty. So honestly, I think Escavalier is probably a better pick for this team because Escavalier at least resists Charm. Because now I don't really have a good response to a Charmer. I will bait here with the Bubble Beam, and he calls the bait. Huge call. Now we're going to be switching into the Abomasnow. I don't actually know how many charms it takes to get to a crunch or a close combat, so if anybody knows that in the comments, let me know, because I was trying to catch a crunch there. Either way, I catch Granbull's hands, and now he comes in with his own Abomasnow. And this is fine. I think I can get shields here, because I have so much energy because of the close combat he threw. It took him a little bit to get to, so I was able to farm up before he switched out. Weather Ball is going to be hitting for neutral. Energy Ball is resisted. And also, it was impossible. It was actually impossible to prevent fast moves from going through. You're going to see it happen, yeah, every single time he gets a fast move through. It was not possible because of the latency issues. So I do get a shield with that, and now he is going to be forced to throw because it looks like maybe my IVs are better. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. Maybe it's just because... Oh, I landed one extra Weather Ball. That's probably what it was. All right, so we come back in with the Scrafty, I guess. No, we come in with the Jellicent because I don't think he's going to get... No, that's an Energy Ball. That is 7 right there. I almost called it, but no, it's an Energy Ball, so good shield there. Now I'm going to farm down. He didn't let me farm down, so he switches into his Granbull, and now I go for the Shadow Ball. This will be doing a lot of damage here. It actually takes out the Granbull. That is awesome, because now the biggest threat to my Scrafty is gone, as Scrafty is a Dark and a Fighting type. So it takes double super effective damage from Charm, and it also takes super effective damage from close combat. So he's got a Swampert, and I have never been in this matchup before, so I don't know whether it's good or bad. But usually speaking, counter users do pretty well up against Swampert. So I'm actually not going to go for the Power Punch here because it's kind of risky. Because I don't think, yeah, I'm going to go for the Foul Play and actually land it. And now I'm going for the Power Punch. This won't KO. He is forced to throw though, so this is good. Because I think my Jellicent is pretty much my win condition here. So he comes back in with the Abomasnow, but I'm actually able to farm him down with the Hexes. And now I can just go for Bubble Beams up against the Swampy Air. So Swampy Air is not going to do too well up against Jellicent, as even if they're running Earthquake, it's still a good matchup for Jellicent. So we're going to go for the Shadow Ball here. I think a Bubble Beam would have KO'd, but I just wanted to be sure. So there it goes. GG's Davexa. All right, into the next battle. So let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for Ultra League Premier Cup, or if you're more excited for the Ultra League Remix. Personally, I'm more excited for the Ultra League Remix, but I think part of that is because I thought the Ultra League Remix was going to be tomorrow. Ooh, look at that nice catch on the Jellicent. This is still a bad matchup for Jellicent, though, so I'm hoping he switches out. Okay, well, this is even worse. Comes in with an Obstagoon. He is triple resisting the Ghost type moves, and I do not have Ice Beam. And I just want to go for these Bubble Beams. I over-tapped there, but I just want to go for these Bubble Beams because that's all I can do. Shadow Ball's triple resisted. There's no reason to go for Shadow Ball in this matchup. And the one dangerous thing about this matchup is a lot of times people will farm up to 100 energy, and they'll tank all those Bubble Beams because Bubble Beam's not going to do that much. And they get all these debuffs. They get 4 times debuffed. But then right after they win, they just switch out and they store 100 energy. So that's like the worst thing about encountering an Obstagoon locked up against your Jellicent. So, but this is fine. I'm just hoping he throws. Please throw your charge move. Please throw. If you don't want to get debuffed. Okay, he throws. Perfect. He actually, I think he probably could have farmed down there. Would have had to take another debuff, but like I said, probably could just switch out. All right, so I come back in with the Scrafty here, and he is way debuffed. So I'm going to let this cross chop come through, even though it's super effective, doesn't get stabbed, and it's very debuffed. There you go. You can see that. And he realizes that, and now he switches out. This last team, the one with the Gengar, is kind of a meme team. I don't want to call it a meme team because it's a meta team, but the moveset I have on the Gengar kind of makes it a meme team. You know what I mean? All right, so we're going to go for this foul play. Unfortunately, the first battle I did the third battle I did against Davexa didn't record, so this is actually the 4th one, and I was able to land a Focus Blast on an Umbreon. Davexa said he knew he could tank it, but it was still fun to watch him, you know, eat a Focus Blast. But that one did not record. I did lose that one anyway, so, you know. Either way, comes in with the Typhlosion, which is running Shadow Claw, so it's a very good counter to Gengar. And like I said, I just running Shadow Ball and Focus Blast here. Yeah, gonna let this come through because I'll probably get farmed down before I get to another Shadow Ball. And now it's all up to Scrafty. He comes back in with the Obstagoon. I have to shield this up because he's no longer debuffed. This Cross Chop is going to take me out. So I should be able to farm him down with the double super effective counters. And now I just got to get to a Foul Play against the Typhlosion. Oh, it's not going to be enough. It is not going to be enough. These Foul Plays don't hit that hard. Scrafty is not like the hardest hitting Pokemon. Okay. Oh, man. That was a close battle. That was a really close one. GG's, Davexa. Alright, next up we have Lord of the Azombombarill. So we have 2 battles. We have 2 battles with Lord of the Azombombarill. And I think there's a bonus battle at the end with him with a totally weird and like random set of rules. You'll see. It'll be the bonus battle. Alright, so don't remember what the lead Pokemon was, but I switch into my Muck, my Alolan Muck here. Alolan Muck does pretty well up against regular Muck. Because of the poison stuff being resisted and Dark Pulses resisted. He's going to be forced to go for Thunder Punches here, and I can hit for neutral with my Dark Pulses because regular-ass Muck over there is just a regular-ass poison type. We're going to go for these Dark Pulses. These will do quite a bit. Muck is very tanky, as you can see, but they still do quite a bit. And I think I shield. Because if he shields here, I'm going to shield just to retain Switch. Let's see if that's what happens. Okay, so not a CMP tie. Almost was, but he beat me by 1 turn to the, or maybe 2 turns to the charge. I think it was 1 turn. Beat me by 1 turn to the charge move. But actually that was a CMP tie, maybe a false one. All right, so he goes down to the Dark Pulse. What does he come back in with? What do you have? It is a Swampierre. And guess what, Swampierre? You are gonna get farmed down by a Venusaur. Yeah. Venusaur, honestly, Venusaur is probably like the one Pokemon that like doesn't require XLs that is still very, very strong. Like, don't get me wrong, you can still compete in Ultra League Premier Cup without XL Pokemon. It's just XL Pokemon are so, they're so much better. They're so much better. They're so much tankier. It's just freaking unfair. It's actually unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair to people who aren't level 40 yet. First of all, why don't they let level 40 or under level 40 people get XL candies? It's so easy to do. When they announced the whole level 50 system, they said you'll be able to power your Pokemon up 10 levels above your level. And yeah, you can do that, but how the fuck are you going to do that if you don't have XL? Sorry, I'm going on a rant. I'm going on a tirade here, but that shit just pisses me off. So I will be more vocal about this kind of stuff in the future. I've been kind of quiet about all the controversies that have been going on. I did talk about it in my stream the other day, the Stardust controversy. And the reason I never brought it up is because it didn't surprise me. I think I'm just so used to Niantic pulling a bunch of nonsense at this point that I'm just, you know, I'm numb to it. I'm numb to it because it's constant. It's constant nonsense. It's constant money grubbing. It's just everything. Okay, sorry, wasn't really paying attention there. Scrafty is not going to do that well up against the regular-ass Muck over there, the big pile of purple goo, because the counters are resisted. Although, it's not too bad, because the Muck is forced to go for Thunder Punches, because Dark Pulse is double resisted against Scrafty because of the fighting in Dark type. So we're just going to go straight Foul Play in this matchup. There's no reason to bait the Power Up Punch unless it's, like, for sure that he's not going to shield. I think at this point I actually overfarm quite a bit. Never mind, it's a CMP tie, so just kidding. But if he shields this, things are looking good for me if he shields this. Actually, things are looking even better if he doesn't shield it, because now I can farm him down. He gives up Switch there to come in with the Goodra. I'm going to let this come through. It's probably a Muddy Water. I don't think he has enough for a Power Whip. And now I'm going to switch into my Abomasnow, as Abomasnow is going to absolutely wreck this thing. But shout out to Lord of the Azombombarill for building a Goodra. That's one Pokemon that I really want to build, that I still haven't used the rainy lore module thing. I should have done it, but I never did. So yeah, we're going to be doing super effective damage here with the Weather Ball. And the Energy Ball is going to be resisted because of the pure Dragon typing. It comes in with a Scizor, which is a very good counter. Very good counter to Abomasnow, as everything is resisted or double resisted. Energy Ball is double resisted. I actually get a shield there, which is kind of surprising. And I'm taking super effective damage from these bullet punches because of my ice typing. And now I actually give up switch to come in with the Scrafty. And I could have gone for the foul play. I don't know why I went for power punch here. I'm hoping he throws, though. I'm hoping he throws something. And the Muck comes back in to feed me some energy. And now I'm just going to go for another power punch. So maybe going power punch was the right move there because I get to 2. But I didn't know he was going to switch into the Muck there. So that was kind of lucky on my part. So he goes, or I go down to the bullet punches. And now I can come in with either one here. Pretty sure Jellicent's going to win me this game. But I'm just going to come in with the Abomasnow and force him to throw. Because I will get to another Weather Ball if he doesn't. It's going to be taking me out. It's going to be a Night Slash. He does... Oh, it's an X Scissor. That makes more sense. He does have enough for another Night Slash. But Jellicent, again, OP. XL Pokemon, OP. Night Slash, super effective. Kind of looks like pathetic as hell. So then I just farm him down with the Hexes. And totally win that game. Totally unfairly. So, GG's, Lord of the Azombombarill. Next up, we've got the NorStar. So shout out to the NorStar. Shout out to everybody I battled here. I really do appreciate it. Definitely helps me out in getting these videos out on time, since I like to put these videos out, you know, right before the new cups or the league switch. You know what I mean? All right, so we pick up a lead up against a Crustle, and he's got Fury Cutter on this thing, which means he gets to charge moves very, very quickly. And I didn't even know if he had enough for a Rock Slide there. I was ready to tank a Rock Slide, honestly, but that was just an X Scissor. Maybe he baited, but Fury Cutter gets to moves very quickly, way quicker than SmackDown does. Alright, so we switch into our Muck to bait up the best, like, fighting type Pokemon, basically. And I tried to force a CMP tie here, but then I realized that I have so much energy, and he'll be able to farm me down. If he lands a close combat, he'll be able to farm me down, so I don't want him to do that. I'm going to shield, and I get the shield with the Dark Pulse, and now I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave here. And this is going to be taking out the Gallade. So needed to get that shield in order to win back switch here, and I still have a shield remaining, which is very good. Comes in with an Empoleon, and I haven't even shown him my Scrafty yet, so this is looking pretty good. Gonna be going for these neutral game boosters. Stop. Going for these neutral Dark Pulses, and he's gonna be doing neutral damage with everything as well. Hydro Cannon's gonna take me out, which is fine. Now I just come in with the Scrafty, and he comes back in with the Crustle, and I think I try to catch here. No. Okay, so I let this come through, and I'm ready to tank whatever it is. It's actually a Rock Slide that's resisted because of the fighting typing. But Scrafty does take neutral from Bug because of the fighting and dark type. Dark taking super effective from Bug, and then fighting resisting Bug. So I'm going to let this come through. This is going to be the X Scissor most likely. And I wanted to show the power of Scrafty, right? So I'm just going to stay in here with Scrafty. He does have 2 X Scissors, which is actually crazy. I can't believe he got that much energy out of those Fury Cutters. That's really nuts. So he comes back in with the Empoleon, and this boosted foul play will almost be enough. One more counter should do it. So there you go. Scrafty sweeping up, you know? So very nice. GG NorStar. In some of these battles, we had some fun teams to go up against here. All right, so next one I'm going to be running the team I got to Legend with Scrafty in place of Escavalier. So let's take a peek. Jellicent, Abomasnow, and Scrafty. Terrible lead. This is the worst Pokemon I can see with my team. Shadow Ball's double resisted, so I'm going to switch out into my Ice type. And he switches into a Dragonite, so I'm like, what the heck? So he's actually running Dragon Tail on this thing as well. I guess it makes sense, because Dragon Tail is better than Dragon Breath now, right? So he comes back in with the Braviary, and I think I actually shield this up, because Abomasnow is my best response to Braviary, because I'll be able to do super effective damage here, even though I'm taking super effective damage from literally everything. Air Slash, Rock Slide, Close Combat, it all hits for super effective. And Brave Bird, if he wants to run Brave Bird. So I can't get to that last Weather Ball, which is very unfortunate. And then now I think I have to come in with the Scrafty, because at least I can do neutral damage here with the counters because of that normal and flying typing. And he's got a Noivern. So I have no idea what to do here. Noivern is never seen one before. I've never gone up against one before, I should say. So I land the Shadow Ball because he doesn't have any shields left. And I'm like, Okay, what is this? I want to know what it is. I want to see how much damage it does. It's a Draco Meteor. It almost takes me out, but that does debuff his attack by 2 stages. And now I'm going to be debuffing his attack by 3 stages here with this Bubble Beam. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to Air Slash me down before I get to a Shadow Ball. Yeah, he would have been able to. So now I come into the Scrafty, and I'm actually going to look to farm down and let this go. It's probably a Draco Meteor, but it is 3 times debuffed. So yeah, I can survive that. And he comes back in with the Braviary. I have to shield this up because the risk of it being a close combat is too high. But he does bait me with the Rock Slide. But he doesn't have any shields left, so he should be able to take him out with the Foul Play and then a couple of counters up against the Noivern, or 1 counter up against the Noivern. So very interesting triple flyer team there. And he said, is that the last one with him? No. This is the last one with NorStar. He said this is the team that he was using in Ultra Premier last season. So let's take a peek. NorStar always has very interesting teams. All right, so we pick up a lead against the Swampert, and like I said, I'm not exactly sure if this is positive, but I assume that it is because like Pokemon with counter usually beat Swampert because Mudshot does barely anything, and counter does a lot. And also gets the charge moves relatively quickly. So I'm going to be baiting here with the Power Up Punch here, hoping to get a shield, but he does call the Power Up Punch bait. And now I think I'm just going to go for another bait because if this was a Foul Play, it would probably take him out. He does have a lot of energy here. He's been farming up. And now I'm going to try to catch on the Jellicent. So I'm able to catch on the Jellicent. It's most likely a Hydro Cannon because a Hydro Cannon would have taken out my Scrafty. It would have been close. I don't think it would have taken it out. So we are able to bait out a Venusaur, which is not great because yeah, it's just not. This is a double ghost team, dark double ghost team. So interesting. You know, I don't know if this is actually going to work. And honestly, it would definitely work a lot better with Shadow Punch and Sludge Bomb or Shadow Punch and Shadow Ball. But I decided, frick it, I'm just using Focus Blast. I don't have enough dust to build another Gengar. So, all right. So we're gonna no shield that first Frenzy Plane because it doesn't KO, as it is resisted because of our Poison typing. And we're going to be building up and going for the Shadow Ball as soon as he gets to his Frenzy. And now I'm going for the next Shadow Ball here up against his Noivern. So Noivern is going to tank it, I guess. Okay, does a lot. Scrafty comes back in. I'm going to be going for the Power Up Punch here. This is definitely not going to take it out, as it is resisted because of the Flying typing. But I do get the last shield. This one is looking rough. I still have 2 shields. Okay, he does overfarm, so this Power Punch, this next one is going to take him out. Maybe he didn't overfarm. Maybe it just takes Noivern a long time to get to charge moves. And I was like, is this worth a shield? Gengar's going to get mud-shotted down because they're super effective. But look at the counters up against the Swampert because they're double boosted. So that shield actually got me a lot of damage off. And now all I have to do is shield this and go for 1 Shadow Claw. Super close battle there. Super close battle. If I would have no shielded that Scrafty, I definitely would have died. It didn't seem like it was worth a shield because of how low my health was, but was able to cut it. Okay, this one is up against monsieurmojo, who is also a patron and also a good friend of mine. So let's take a peek and see how we do. So this is with my... Yeah, this is with the team I got to Legend with, like I was talking about. So we pick up a positive lead here up against the Talonflame, and he comes in with a Lapras. So this is fine. This is still a good matchup. I go for the Shadow Ball here because I know in Scrafty versus Lapras matchup, Lapras can still win that because everything is hitting for neutral. So since I landed that Shadow Ball, I'm just going to no-shield the first Surf, and then probably shield the second, and then farm it all the way down. That way I have enough energy to threaten the Talonflame with when it comes back in. So yeah, I think this is worth a shield because I'll be able to get to 2 Foul Plays up against the Talonflame. So it goes down, and now I'm almost at a second Foul Play. I'm just going to throw 2 counters and then throw the Foul Play as it takes Talonflame 5 turns to get through its fast move animation. So that was a CMP tie, and this is not worth a shield, but let's see if a Flame Charge KOs. It doesn't. Scrafty is crazy. So this Foul Play is going to be doing enough damage that it's probably worth the shield. He actually decides to no-shield it. I guess probably knowing me, that since I have a Jellicent, that's probably not worth his shield. He's probably going to leave it all up to his last Pokemon. And I think I let this go because I know I survive a Brave Bird. Even though it's boosted, I know I survive it. And now I switch into my Abomasnow. And there's an Umbreon in the back. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I have 1 shield. He has 2. Umbreon is like a counter to Abomasnow. Even though everything is hitting for neutral, Umbreon just wins this purely because of its bulk. So I'm going to have to like really play around this. Like, I don't even know how the heck I'm going to win this game. So let's watch intently. Well, it's pretty intense. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I'm just gonna minimize my head now. All right. So we landed the energy ball first, so that's really good. I was really hoping for the defense drop, but instead, I just landed it. Now I come in with my Jellicent. I was trying to catch a foul play there, but instead he throws anyway. That actually, I think that might win me the game. I think that might actually be the win condition there, that he threw that foul play, because now I can come back in with the Abomasnow. And I'm pretty sure if I get a shield with the Weather Ball, I can land an Energy Ball. Because I have 2 Weather Balls right now, but 1 Weather Ball is not going to take it out. So I have to get the shield with this. And now I just have to go for the Energy Ball. And oh my god, that was so close. I'm pretty sure that Snarl that he just snuck through got him to a foul play. That was very, very close. GG's, Monsieur Mojo. Now we can get into the bonus battle. Before we show the bonus battle, I'm gonna have to read what the hell the bonus battle even is. Okay, so I was running low on time, and I was like, I got a little bit of time while my battles are downloading onto the computer, and he's like, okay, let's do a bonus battle with these crazy, like, obscure rules that I've never heard. I guess it was from some Sylph Cup or something. He's like, it's Ultra League, 2000 CP cap, no top 50 meta, and only single moved. So I was like, okay, I guess we can do something here. So I just sorted my Pokemon, and I sorted them, and I said CP 0 to 2000, and I picked 3 random Pokemon. And there they are, Alolan, Executor, Zapdos, and Meganium. They all have only 1 move, and I don't even know what the hell's going on. Okay, so we pick up a lead against a Crawdont. We do have Dragon Tail on this Alolan Executor here, so it's going to be doing a lot of damage. He comes in with a Dusk Noir. Interesting choice. I'm going to be going for the Seed Bomb. Look how much the Dragon Tails are doing up against the Dusk Noir. So I come in with Meganium to catch whatever this is. That was totally on purpose, not a total accident. I did that catch on purpose for sure. And now I'm going to be going for the Frenzy Plant here. This is definitely going to be taking out the Dusk Noir. And I want to see what kind of response he has to Grass. So let's see. He's got another Water type, so no response to Grass. So I'm going to be going. It's actually a Bubble Politoed as well, so it's going to take him a bit longer to get to charge moves. So I'm going to be going for this Frenzy Plant. That would be, I think, probably taking it out since it's only 2000 CP cap. And he does a catch on his Crawdont, but this is definitely going to take out the Crawdont. Crawdont's very glassy, and this is super effective, and it's a Frenzy Plant, so, you know. Now I just come in with the Zapdos here, and I was very curious to see how much damage anything would do. It's a Hydro Pump, and I still survive. I don't know how I survived that. Barely not able to get to the Thunder, and I think I just... What do I do? Come in with the Executor, and just go for the Seed Bomb. Okay, you know what? We might have to make a video on a Alolan Executor with Dragon Tail, because it gets Stab, and Dragon Tail got a huge buff. So not even on purpose, but was able to 2-Shield Flex with that. I don't know what that was, but there you go. That's the bonus battle. Hope you enjoyed it. So shout out once again to all my patrons. I really do appreciate you guys. It means a lot that you would support me. And I really appreciate all you guys who don't support me financially, but support me in other ways, like liking the video or leaving comments or, you know, sharing my stuff on social media or whatever you guys do. So I really do appreciate all you guys. I love you guys. And by the way, another like little bit of a shameless plug. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm starting to post more. I want to say I'm posting daily, but it's more like 6 days a week, something like that. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm posting all different kinds of stuff, including calling Niantic out for being a terrible game developer. So if you want to see that, follow me on Twitter. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I would appreciate it if you leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you subscribe. As long as you enjoy the content, it would really mean a lot to me. So thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video, where I will feature a human centipede in the Ultra League. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Billy Bravebird, Running Froggy, The NorStar, Doug J. Dempsey, Ryan Borowski, Cleric, Dave Adamson, DJ Mimsy, Clapton Caveman, King Edward, NZ Tech Freak, Austin Gustovic, Darkstone, Moach, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Mitsukata, Kit Kulek, Edward O'Neill, Senor Stacks, Grizzinator, Winter Fang, Infamous One, Lord of the Azombombarill, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Braden Seidel, Trey, and Ankle Weights.